I watched this movie last night with a bunch of friends. It was really exciting. Great experience. I have some thoughts. What's up, it is Indiota here. Today I am reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The first half of this review will be spoiler free. I'll just be talking about things in general, and then there'll be some audio only reactions from in the cinema, which will contain spoilers, and then I'll get into my spoiler review. So this first part, no spoilers, completely spoiler free. Let's get into it. So this movie, when it's good, it's brilliant, and when it's bad, is pretty bad. It's got a very predictable plot, and I think the ending wraps up much too neatly and quickly. The style of the film is really unique and special and wowed me in all that it did. Sam Raimi has definitely put his visual touch on this, and I'm not going to say that it worked, but it was definitely different, and I appreciated that. One of my friends said this was one of his favorite Marvel movies purely because of the style. Stuff the plot. Because it's fairly straightforward. You could sum it up quite easily in 2 sentences, the whole movie. In terms of characters, acting is phenomenal across the board. Benedict Cumberbatch does so well as Doctor Strange. He gives it his all, especially as the different variants of Doctor Strange. That was cool to see as well. And they definitely feel like different characters. It's not just, oh, here's another version of Stephen Strange. It's, oh, this is a different version of Stephen Strange, which was really cool. Elizabeth Olsen as well, Wanda Maximoff. So well done. She acted super well as both the main Wanda and variant. Wong was great as always. There was a moment though where his hair was longer and then it was shorter. That was weird. Just a continuity error. Anyway, America Chavez, I feel like she was kind of underwhelming. I don't want to get into spoiler territory here, but I feel like her character wasn't really a character. She was more of a plot device, unfortunately. But she seems cool, and I look forward to seeing more of her in the future. This movie definitely leaned into the horror elements. There are jump scares, there are freaky, weird shots, there's like spirity sort of things. This is a Marvel horror movie, and there is gore. This is by far the goriest and most brutal Marvel movie that there is. It's on par with the Marvel Netflix series, I would say, in terms of its bloodiness. Again, still with that kind of CGI look, so you can tell that kind of it's fake. Anyway, the cameos, without getting into spoilers, the cameos are good. They are there for a good amount of time. Don't expect too many, don't expect too much. But the ones that were there, I did appreciate, I did enjoy. There are quite a few cop-out moments, meaning like you think something's happened to someone, but because it's a Marvel movie, you know it's not. And though it defies all logic, characters who should have died stay alive. Overall, it was great visually, very unique Marvel movie, fantastic acting. The dialogue can be a bit corny at times, and I found some of the sound editing a little bit weird, but that just seems to be Sam Raimi's style, so we'll go with it. Again, don't go in expecting a grand plot revolving all the heroes from across the multiverse. However, if you go in expecting a movie about Doctor Strange, Wanda, America Chavez, you're not too fussed about the plot, and you're looking for a good visual style, then you won't be disappointed. That is my spoiler-free review. Now we're going to get into audio-only audience reactions from my cinema. You will hear my voice there at a few points. And after that, we will get into the spoiler review. So enjoy.
This isn't sorcery. It's witchcraft. Do we know anyone who's faced such a thing?
Chocolate!
Come on, it's not permanent.
Like they'll stop in a few minutes?
About 3 weeks.
The Sorcerer Supreme, you hereby
Yes. Woo!
I'm the smartest man alive. Reed Richards.
Yeah! Woo!
You guys sharp.
You should tell him the truth.
They played the music.
I'll find you.
Woo!
true enough. I could do this all day.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was very exciting for me. This is your last chance to leave because this is my full spoiler review. Firstly, I want to actually talk about the ending, because the ending is where I had the most issues. Everything wraps up much too tightly, much too neatly. Wanda was so set on getting her kids, and all it took was 2 sentences from another variant of herself to say, oh, I'm going to love the children. And that's it. It felt very rushed, and it definitely could have been drawn out a lot more. Wanda destroyed the Darkhold across the multiverse. How does that work? How can she do that? She's definitely not dead. They've left it ambiguous, but I think we all know she's going to be back. I mean, Wong was. Wong fell off a cliff and should have died, but nope, he was still alive. The start and the first half of it, brilliant. I thought it was really good. We're really well done. I quite enjoyed it. It was just the ending that got me. We also didn't flesh out the kids. They were just there as a plot device for Wanda, which kind of makes sense. The same thing goes with America Chavez. I felt like her character didn't really get a time to shine. She was just used as a plot device because she was what Wanda wanted. Stephen had to protect her. She was basically a MacGuffin, but a person rather than an object. Now, I know everyone's thinking about the cameos. What did we think? Well, you heard from my reaction there. I had heard rumors of basically all of these members of the Illuminati. There was no big surprise as to the roster, the lineup of who is in the Illuminati, but the moments themselves were really good. When Stephen woke up in the cell, I knew, and you can hear me in the recording, I was saying to my brother and my girlfriend, let's go, let's go. I was really excited. Then when Captain Carter appeared, I wanted to cheer, and then no one else did. And then they clapped, and so we all clapped together, and it was nice. There wasn't much appreciation for Captain Marvel, unfortunately. Black Bolt, no one seemed to know either, but one of my friends sitting next to me was glad he was incorporated into it. But the last reveal, John Krasinski as Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, was the best cameo by far. I'd been wanting him for years. There have been many fan casts online. Hopefully you've seen some of those, but this has been going on for years now, and I'm so glad they have officially cast him as Reed Richards. That was the one cameo that I wanted, and we got it. And his suit looks amazing. He looked amazing. Yeah, that was fantastic. And then they played the X-Men 97 theme when Charles Xavier came in, and that was... Here's really cool too. Again, just a cameo. Just a small role, but it was good. Now, their deaths. When Black Bolt's mouth got shut, it was like, oh, okay. But then... And, yeah. The audience was in shock. That was heavy for a Marvel movie. But it was well done. And then Mr. Fantastic, that is my one gripe. My one major issue with this movie is they killed Mr. Fantastic, which, understandable, but it creates a problem for the Fantastic Four movie. Is how are we going to care for this version of Reed Richards, who we don't know? We've already seen him die in another universe. So we got attached to a character and then they were killed, and now we've got to get attached to a different version of them. I don't know how well that's going to work, and it creates a challenge for the Fantastic Four movie. Captain Carter was cool. I enjoyed her appearance, and then she died. Wow. Captain Marvel, clearly the most powerful of them, and it was really good to see her go up against Wanda as a real force to be reckoned with. But again, just died. And then Charles Xavier got his neck snapped. Wow. Also, when Wanda is looking through the multiverse, it reminded me a lot of Cerebro and how Cerebro worked in the X-Men movies. And I thought that was a really cool nod. They also played a different version of Captain America's theme when Captain Carter appeared, which was amazing. I do, however, feel like Doctor Strange was overshadowed in his own movie by Wanda, by the cameos, by America. He did really well, but I feel, especially that weird ending where his third eye opened, what does that mean? Is that because he opened the Darkhold? I don't quite understand that. And then, post-credit scene, he meets up with Clea, who was theorized as Charlize Theron, and they have to go fix the incursion, I guess. I don't know when that will pay off, but okay. It just wrapped up way too quickly and neatly for me, and still left questions. I don't know. I just didn't like the ending. The rest of the film was good and visually amazing, but just the ending I wasn't super happy with. If you've watched it, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you for joining me. Stay tuned for my Moon Knight, Superman and Lois, Umbrella Academy reactions coming soon. Until next time, stay hydrated, drink water, and I will see you guys very soon.